Hey friends, my name is Sam. Welcome to Sam on Switch, where I play cozy games on the Nintendo Switch. Today we're here with another Animal Crossing New Horizons video, and we're actually going to be decorating on my island of Freebird. The current theme for Freebird is a winter ski resort town. So right now we're in front of the coffee truck where you can come and get a to-go coffee if you don't have time to stop by the museum. But today I am super excited because we are going to be building a home for Beau. On this island, each of my villagers have a job, and they have a local area where they support, our local Freebird economy. Beau, in specific, runs our local ice fishing spot and bait and tackle shop. So today we're going to decorate the exterior of Beau's home for our ice fishing area, and also the interior and exterior of his home for the bait and tackle shop, which I was super excited about because I recently unlocked this feature through Happy Home Paradise. If you want to stick around and watch me build a bait and tackle shop for Beau, let's get into it. We've got lots of work to do and we're ready to grind. Let's go. So I'm going to run over to the area where we needed to build for Beau. I have this sort of fishing pond area. It's not a big lake or anything. It's just a little watering hole. I started to dig up all of these flowers and I was quite exhausted, as you can see, but don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through all of this, and for any of my fellow trypophobics, I'm not going to show you all of the holes on the ground, but what I will show you is my suddenly cleared land, which is very satisfying. I wish it wasn't, multiple broken shovels of work. One thing for this build was that I knew I wanted to make a bait and tackle shop for Beau, but I honestly went into this with no ideas, which usually is not a good sign for a build to come. So in the beginning here, I kind of struggled. I thought I'll just probably start by mapping out where Beau's house should go, since I know that I want the bait and tackle shop to be the main focal point. But after that, I was kind of lost. I wasn't exactly sure where I was going to go with things. So you'll see me open my storage shed a few times. You'll see me play around with different combinations of designs. And even at one point, I pause my recording altogether, run to a treasure island, grab some more items, come back and build. So it's a journey, but we got there when we got there together. That's really all that matters. I'm starting out by, again, mapping out Beau's plot and putting down this little deck custom code that I found for him. I thought it would be super cute since he is running a bait and tackle shop if we had a little entry deck where our visitors could come and walk up into his shop. The one thing I really knew I wanted to use in this build was the storefronts, because I think it's amazing how people are making villager homes look so realistic, like a store. You can see here, this is where I paused my recording, came back, and changed things around a little bit. The storefronts are a different color. We've got Teddy, the king himself, walking around observing my work in progress. He's probably judging me. I can feel it already. But Teddy does seem to be enjoying this area, for what it is. I'm running back and forth to my storage shed. If you guys are not using the new storage shed items, I hate to tell you, but you're missing out. I keep one next to me when I'm building the entire time because it's so useful. At this point, I laid down the storage shed or the storefront items, and I felt like I couldn't move forward until I saw Beau's house in the area. I was struggling so much without having his house there, so I moved it to the plot, went to speak to the Tom Nook himself, moved things around. I needed Beau to be there, and I was able to visualize things a little bit better once I at least had the plot there. Once I got Beau's house laid down, I played around a little bit more with some different furniture combinations. You can see the cutest girl Shino out here relaxing, giving Teddy a run for his money. I did stop and ask them what they were speaking about, some kind of competition. I don't know. I think they might have some beef. It's unclear at this point, but I will tell you, I'm Team Shino. She is the baddest on this island, and we respect that. I ran to Nook's Cranny and I grabbed some of these simple fishing rods. I don't know what they are. The flimsy fishing rods, I think is their name. And I just thought it would be a cute touch to have at this little fishing hole, to have some fishing rods there. Although my villagers don't seem to be sitting in these chairs. They just seem to be sitting next to them. But that's their prerogative. They can do what they do. I put down some stools with some custom codes on them, and I thought it would be kind of cute if I put little takeout coffee cups, like, someone came by and they're working on some fishing, but maybe they wanted a little bit of coffee and they stopped and put it on the little stool next to them. I thought it would be pretty cute. So I went to the Roost and I grabbed a couple of to-go cups, plopped them out here. I wanted to make sure that my villagers could sit in most of the chairs. I think the chair closest to the beach they actually can't sit in, but I thought it would be fun if they could, navigate around the area and hopefully fish. Although, as of this time of recording, they have not done any fishing. I cleaned out some more flowers. Yet again, more flowers. At this point, I had tons of flowers just everywhere across my beaches, and they were starting to grow around, and I just let it get out of control, really. But I've since cleaned that up, and I feel much better about things. I've gotten my life in order. Thank you for your concern. I was, again, running back and forth to my storage shed with, no aim in sight. I just knew I had an idea of what this area should look like, but I didn't have my items fully laid out. I didn't have everything the way I wanted it. So there was some work I had to do in the beginning to procure some items to work for this. What would we do without treasure islands? Back to the days when we played this game and we had to simply, wait for items to show up at our Nook's cranny and wait for things to show up at our Nook stop. The times. I put down the yacht item, which I think is just one of the greatest items from the 2.0 update. I love all the items that can give my builds height, and the yacht is definitely one of them. I put some cute little fishing attire out in front of Beau's store, so I have the little fishing waders and fishing vest, and then I just started placing some other items. Something that I really wanted in this build was a fish fry area. I thought it would be kind of cute if Beau not only ran the bait and tackle shop, but to go with the lore of things here, I thought it would be cute if Beau was just like frying up some fish or grilling some fish for you when you come by. That very much fits his vibe to me. He's very much a man who likes the simple things in life. He runs his store, he goes fishing right in his front yard, and heck, he maybe even will grill up some fish for you and let you take it home. This maybe sounds like a very southern thing of me to say. I'm from the South, and it's a common thing for people to just, sell their goods on the side of the road. And so for me, I felt like that is exactly the energy that Beau has. Beau 100% will have a fish fry on the side of his house, and he's gonna, fry up or grill up some fish for you, and you can stop by and pick them up after you go to the bait and tackle shop. Here I'm struggling, I'd say, is an accurate way to describe how often I try to plant trees in areas where you cannot plant trees. You can see me fail endlessly. Why can't we place trees on the edge of the cliff? Just why? I just want to talk, Nintendo. I just want to talk. I know I can do the whole tree glitch and put them on the edge of the cliff, but I don't know. I don't want something weird to happen if Nintendo finally patches that or whatever. So here I'm just trying to add some height behind the build, behind Beau's house, and I finally started to, I think, get a vision of what I wanted this area to look like. So I just had in my head side of the road fish fry for Beau, and I thought it would be adorable if there was a little picnic table out here. You can do your fishing, you can bring your fish to the fish fry, Beau will grill them up for you, fry him, whatever he's gonna do, and you sit at the picnic table and eat. I just think that is exactly Beau's energy. Beau is a lazy villager, but in my headcanon, Beau works pretty hard to support this island and to support all of the people who, need your fishing needs from his bait and tackle shop. We respect Beau's grind in this house. Decided that it would be better if I had some pathing underneath that picnic table, so I placed down some of this frozen leaf pathing. It's like the the winter version of the path. I'll put all of my custom codes down in the description in case you're interested in using them. None of them are by me. Some of them were just found through the creator portal. Some of them were found on Pinterest. Most of them were found on Pinterest. But in case you're also working on your winter island, painstakingly sticking through with the winter season like I am, you might find them useful. If you guys are still playing in real time on Animal Crossing, let me know if you are also feeling a little bit burnt out on winter. I feel like I've played Animal Crossing since launch, and I think when the game first came out, wintertime was when I had the most burnout. I actually really stuck with the game, and I consistently played every single day, logged in, did my dailies, and then winter came around and all motivation for me to play the game just went out the window. It was like a completely different game for me at that time. So this winter I really wanted to stick it out. I know it's like, it sounds so heroic, right? Like I just really had to stick it out for winter. But that's honestly how it feels sometimes. So this winter, I've decided to commit to a theme, and I'm committing to a ski resort. I feel like a ski resort has added some fun to winter for me, and I liked doing a winter theme. I really was worried that I wouldn't be able to continue with my winter island, or I'd feel burnout after Christmas passed. So I wanted to stick with a non-holiday specific theme. Here I am doing some fishing, and can you believe it? I'm fishing for sea bass. I am actually looking for the sea bass. I know, who would have ever thought? It's a C+, baby, C+. Here I'm placing the grilled sea bass item, which I think is just hilarious that it's an entire grilled fish on a plate on the bench outside of Beau's fish fry. This maybe isn't a fish fry, it's more of a fish grill, but for me, I just feel like this item perfectly encapsulates what Beau's fish fry would look like. It would absolutely be an entire fish on a plate. That is what Beau is going to serve you. And you know what? It's going to be darn delicious. So at this point, I ran to see the man himself, Tom Nook, that friggin' crook, to see what he could tell me about designing my residence home. This is the first time I had done it, and I was excited, but I was kind of concerned on like what I would need to do here. I was pleasantly surprised to hear it's 9,000 bells and you get miles when you're done. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that's a great deal. For Beau's house, I really wanted it to be actually quite similar to his starter home. I think Beau has arguably one of the best homes. I know not everyone loves the log cabin look, but it perfectly suits Beau, and I actually really enjoy it. I just wanted to make his home more cool-toned, because the rest of the build is cool-toned. I find the winter season to be very cool-toned, so I just really changed the exterior of his home to match the rest of the theme, because his current starter home is very warm-toned with the log cabin build. Inside Beau's home, I am building a bait and tackle shop. So as you saw, Beau runs our bait and tackle shop outside of our ice fishing area. So I wanted to make this like a true store. I know that maybe it's a little bit insensitive of me to not give Beau a place to sleep and rest, but you know what? Beau is a worker. He's working hard, and he takes pride in his shop. So I went with this bait and tackle shop theme. I feel like I just really wanted it to be Beau working hard to run this shop to support him and his fish fry, and Beau loves that he can live a lazy life on this here island. Don't get it twisted. He loves it. He loves the life he lives. And he's pleasantly pleased with the fact that he can do minimal work and, still support the local Freebird economy. I was super excited to see that on your home island, when you decorate villager homes, it's exactly like decorating in Happy Home Paradise. So you don't have to procure any of these items. It doesn't take it from your storage. It literally takes it from your catalog, which was so satisfying to me. I can put any item in here. I don't have to get the item. It's exactly like decorating in Happy Home Paradise. It was completely a pleasant surprise for me, and I was super excited about this. can see throughout the build, I'm moving Tom Nook around because I really wanted to make sure that Beau could move around in his home. I wanted to use a lot of larger items like the freezer, I mean, obviously for our bait and fish and things like that. And I wanted to use a lot of these new store items, but I was super worried that Beau wouldn't be able to move around in his own home. I mean, he does work in his home, which I guess maybe some might find offensive, but for me, I felt like this is what he deserved. This is the life he would want. Beau would want this. Trust me, he would. You don't know Beau like I do. He would want this. I was so absolutely obsessed with this skateboard item. I kept trying to place it somewhere. I wasn't exactly sure where it was going to fit, but I really just felt like this again is so Beau. I mean, I feel for you guys. You don't know my Beau personally. You might know your own Beau. You don't know mine, but for me, Beau is an absolute just bro. He's a bro. Like, he runs his bait and tackle shop. He's definitely frying fish as a side hustle. He skateboards around the island whenever he wants to. And like, normally we might be annoyed by people like that, but we love it when Beau does it. It's exactly what we want from him. We want Beau to live that good life. And so his home needed to reflect it. It really did. I played around with a few more combinations for Beau's house, and I was just toying around with ideas. Like, I felt like maybe it would be fun to have the fishing trophy, because maybe Beau is actually just like the best fisher on this island, and that's why he gets to run the bait and tackle shop. I don't know. I played around with tons of different combinations, and ended up finding that I think the room layout was best served when it had the counter in the middle. So you walk right in, Beau, or in this case Tom Nook, was sitting at the counter, and he was able to greet his guests. So how are you guys feeling about Animal Crossing at this point? I feel like I've seen tons of creators or people online saying that they're feeling Animal Crossing burnout, that the 2.0 update was invigorating, but now they're sort of losing their spark with the game again. And I can understand that. I think for me, I truly love playing Animal Crossing. I feel like at some points I'll move off of Animal Crossing and I'll play another game for, just like maybe even in the evening I'll play Spiritfarer, or I'll pick up, Stardew and try to play that again. And like it really just taking a break from the game is probably your best bet if you're feeling a little bit of burnout. and also just doing what you want to do in this game. Making this game fun for yourself. I feel like we put a lot of pressure on ourselves sometimes to finish an island or complete a theme, and we don't have to if we don't want to. I feel like this is the first island I've actually fully committed to a theme, and I'm excited to finish it out because winter I find uninspiring in the game. I'm excited to finish my winter theme. I'm super excited to move on to a summer theme, and I'm excited about playing Animal Crossing, especially with some of these new updates. Something like I really was enjoying about this build was using items that I normally wouldn't. So for example, that mop bucket, that's just such a cute, realistic item again, and I've had a lot of fun using it. I don't think it made it in the final cut of the build, but oh my goodness, did I try to keep that mop bucket in that build for so long. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of playing around with the dimensions of the room. I really wanted to make sure Beau could walk around. I don't want him to be stuck in one spot in his house. So I'm playing with a lot of items. I end up sacrificing the gorgeous mop bucket because the skateboard was too important for me. That is exactly Beau's energy. To be honest, Beau is probably not mopping up his bait and tackle shop as often as he should be, but he's definitely skateboarding around the island. A good tip for you, if you didn't know this, you probably know you cannot place items on partition walls, which is a little bit disappointing, but for some of the larger items, like those wall hangings that you just saw in the last clip, you can put them on the wall behind the partition wall, and it will actually come through the partition wall. And so this is it. This is what the final build of Beau's Bait and Tackle shop looks like. I'm just walking through. You can see tons of my villagers enjoying it, having a good time out here. I still have not seen anyone fish, but I'm not mad about it. It's okay. All in due time. They'll stop by the fish fry. I know they will. You can see here. So this is the final product. This is what Beau's Bait and Tackle shop ended up looking like. Honestly, I love it. I feel like this was such a fun build, and it was one of the most fun kind of challenges that I've given myself in Animal Crossing. If you you have bought Happy Home Paradise and you've unlocked the feature to design your villager homes, tell me what you're going to be designing them are, how you're going to be designing them. Are you going to be giving them a theme like I did? Are you going to be going to a color scheme? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe below for more content like this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Bye.